The healing continues nearly 4.5 years after a magnitude 9 earthquake triggered a massive tsunami that devastated Japan. More than 15,000 were killed by the wall of seawater. In one Pacific coast town, nearly every home was destroyed. Now, thanks to a unique building plan, it is rising again. Seth Doane went there.
10 hours a day, 6 days a week. Rock is funneled through nearly 2 miles of giant conveyor belts. It'll form a new foundation for this entire town.
We need conveyor belts, we need trucks, we need cranes.
Amia Miller is an American who grew up in Japan. She was so devastated by news of the tsunami that she flew to Japan to volunteer and never left.
Talk about building a city from scratch.
Now she's helping the government of Rikuzentakata, which lost 1/10 of its population, more than 1,700 people, when the town washed away. Even seeing pictures of the destruction, it's hard to get a sense for the size of the tsunami. But here's a reminder by the side of the road. The water reached the top of this sign. So they're lifting the city 3 stories higher by shaving off the top of a mountain and redepositing the soil.
We're rebuilding the city literally from ground up. We are moving mountains. I can't get much more literal than this.
From above, we saw the $1.5 billion project. Conveyor belts move 4,000 dump truck loads of soil every day. Tsuyoshi Yamada is in charge.
Why not relocate this town to a higher place somewhere else where you're not reconstructing everything?
Usable land is extremely scarce through the disaster zone, but especially here, he told us. There's nowhere else for us to rebuild. Pub owner Aiki Kumagai is still living in temporary housing. His restaurant on the outskirts of town is temporary too. For me, moving somewhere else is not an option, he said. My family has lived here for generations. Survivors here say they must rebuild on this spot or be defeated by the tsunami. Seth Doane, CBS News, Rikuzentakata, Japan.